Hello and welcome to CotoCat Mets. The Mets calling it quits for 2023 after 105 games with a 50-55 record. They've traded away their closer, they've traded away their number two, and now they trade away their ace, taking the edge off of some of the commentary. We're just going to show like Pete Alonso getting it done as player of the week. And he's still on the roster, so that's a good thing. So we say goodbye to Verlander at 40 years old. We say goodbye to Scherzer at 39. We say goodbye to Robertson at 38. The mandate, get younger, stockpile those prospects. We're running it hedge fund style. Steve Cohen knows what he's doing. He takes an asset and he drops it, cut it loose. I'll hedge my losses. I'll take a chance. I'll roll the dice on a prospect. I'll stockpile here. I'll clear some cash there. Maybe the next set of free agent pitchers come in younger next year for the ridiculous money that they're going to get. Never going to really be 100% I love Max Scherzer, man. He did his best work against us. He pitched a no-hitter at Citi Field against us. So no, I'm not sad to see Max go. Competitor, awesome player, Hall of Famer, wore our uniform, but really, you're not going to remember Max Scherzer as a Met. That's not going to be, or you have a really skewed memory of his career and baseball.
Realizing that I was only under contract for one more season after this, and that honestly, the best thing for both parties was to accept the trade.
Not going into Cooperstown with a Met hat on. So the Mets, cutting all assets, take on Kansas City. We'll see how the rest of this season rolls out. This has been CotoCat Mets. If you like this video and you love the Mets, please subscribe.
And then we'll sing.
Let's fucking go Mets.
Let's go Mets.
A fan like me thinks if we can get to 60-60, then maybe we can get to 85 wins. Then maybe we can squeak last wild card. Why we trading all these pieces? But that's the fan. But now, what are we going to do at the game looking at our starting staff? It doesn't look good. Like, we should have at least said, hey, throw in your fifth starter at AAA. In all of these deals, you got to throw in like your oldest AAA guy, fifth starter, just as a kicker at the end of this deal, because we need a rotation till like Carrasco's going to pitch 2 innings an outing, 3, or they're just going to let him go and eat like a 9 ERA. Like, are they going to, it just doesn't bode well as a fan for the rest of this year. Of course, we're rebuilding. Of course, we weren't going to, I guess we weren't going to make a run in the playoffs, but maybe we were. We weren't like that 105. Yeah, when do you call the trading deadline, right? It's a deadline. Either you get something at the deadline or you don't. Then the ship sailed. So getting younger is good. Running it unemotionally. Maybe Steve's becoming more owner than fan, or compartmentalizing those two things better. But do we trust Epler's vision? Is his vision even the vision we're going to get? And really, what if we just totally Metsy this whole thing up and we sweep Kansas City and move we're 4 games out of the wild card, but it's Verlander's turn in the rotation, and I can't even name who's pitching in that spot. So, this is the Mets, and it's this is a more typical year. Rebuilding is more of my Met years than winning. That's definitely a fact if we go look up all the seasons in Mets history. So we got to roll with this ownership, man. They're cutting their losses quick. They're hedging on other things. He's running it like, these are assets I need to move around, and we don't have a great farm system. An illustration of the Mets farm system being weaker than the teams they're trading with, the Brewers trade us their 30th best prospect, and in the Mets system, he immediately becomes our 13th best. And that didn't change because of his rankings in all of AAA and all of the prospects of baseball. It just changes because the Mets system is 17 players less good. Like, we're down 17 WAR or minus 17 in run differential to the Brewers. So they don't even give up anyone in their top 29 to pick up a piece like Canna, and that seemed like good value for both teams, seemed fair. The Mets are getting what they can, shedding money, and then, actually we're paying. So another one of Cohen's maneuvers is to pay to get the prospect. So not only will we trade you this guy, but you give us a couple of pieces back, and we'll still pay the guy we're trading you, the Eduardo Escobar maneuver. But in the end, it sheds money for next season, and that's the hope that the Mets can spend free agency better, just better, getting younger players more in their prime and less, paying them for what they did against us, as the case is with Scherzer.